So I'm finally here. I promised to go live with Sissel Neset from Norway, and I have a picture in front of me right now. I was delayed due to a monster traffic jam. So, hi Lotte. I'm inviting Sissel with me. How can I flip the camera?
Hallo!
Hello. Hi.
Hyggelig att se dig.
Hey, how are you?
I'm fine. Really nice to see you.
You too. I'm super sorry about the delay.
No worries.
So sorry. The traffic jam was just.
That's life.
That's just stupid because I'm visiting the second largest city in Denmark. I could have told myself that would be a traffic jam by now, but I'm sorry.
No worries.
I just came from the stables actually with helping another girl from Norway.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, there's a Nordic championship coming up in Finland.
Yes.
2 weeks from now, so yeah. Okay, finally we are here. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. And you have talked with Dalia earlier, but I'm so very interesting in what she has to say now. It's been a long time.
Oh yeah, I'm excited too. So I just started the whole live by showing the followers that I'm sitting with my computer in front of me, and you've sent me 2 pictures of Dalia. I'm just gonna read hi from Egypt, hi from Denmark, and hi from Norway.
Hi.
I'm just gonna read what you said to me, and we'll just go to your questions. Is that okay?
Yes, of course.
And thank you so much for the nice caps.
Yeah, of course. I'm so happy you wanted them.
And you got my books?
Yeah, I have been so busy, so I'm really looking forward to start them this weekend.
Oh yeah,
Mom has already started.
Oh, start with Understand Your Horse. Take that one first, and then go to What the Horse Whispers after.
Yes.
Great. Okay. So you have sent me an email about, how do you pronounce her name? Dalia?
Yeah, Dalia.
Dalia. She's born in 2012. She's Dressage, bred Danish, warm blood. And you bought her in 2017. And sadly, she got lame quickly after the buying and have not been ridden at all?
Not much. Maybe less than 60 times, maximum 70 times in 4 years. Wow. So I would say almost nothing.
So you don't actually have a riding horse?
No, not with her. With her buddy over there, my fjord horse Almar, and her son Rafiki in the background there.
Okay. I have spoken with Dalia 2 times earlier.
Yes.
And forgive me, I can't remember all the details, but I think,
of course,
you know, it's not important because it's new now, and you have tried for 4 years to get her. And 4 years. Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah, I have not taken X-rays. I was thinking about it, but then I just I will ask you again to talk with her before I do it, because it's so expensive, and I have a gut feeling, but you never know. I know I have to take X-rays, but we have tried a lot, and we have had a lot of different veterinarians, and yes, before I go to the X-rays, I like to let you talk with her.
Okay. January 2019, she threw you off badly. You got into a hospital, and you wasn't sure how to feel safe around her again for a long time. I know she did it because of pain. I listened to the vet telling me I was a wimp. Not
yes. This is not my ordinary vet, just so that's said. But yeah, a different vet veterinarian said I was too easily spooked. So I just had to man up and just take the fight. And that one time I felt like do not try today, do not try today. And just, Sissel, please man up, be strong, be safe. And I didn't follow my routine and ended up really fast, really hard into the ground.
So
That was deeply frozen.
That was really shitty. Okay.
Yes.
So now you hope that I can tell you more with her neck. I've been more than thinking about putting her down. So it's all about if she will live or not today.
Yes.
So this is going to be pretty emotional.
Yes.
Okay, and it's very important for me to tell you that I'm not the judge of that.
Of course. But it's really important to me to know, I have a feeling what you want, but to get that confirmed is important for me.
Okay. I'm just going to ask you, Sissel, can you see me?
Yes, I see you.
Okay, it's because Aline is texting us. There's a standby picture.
It was lagging just a little half a minute ago, and now it's perfect again.
Okay. Okay, I'm sitting at a hotel room. Maybe they have shitty Wi-Fi.
I hope so.
I don't know. Okay, hi, Johanna. Nice that you're joining us here. So you want to know if you have to put her down or not? It hurts seeing her, you miss her, you feel the distance, you feel like you can't relax enough to get calm around her, and you can't, and she can't stand my bossing energy. No. So are you ready for a telepathy?
Yes, I am.
So I'm looking at her on a picture, and I'm just doing the telepathy now, and we have done this twice. This is your third time with me. You know that I'm receiving pictures in front of my inner eye, thoughts and emotions, which I am interpreting into a sentence, so it will sound like she says, but not saying anything. She's just sending things to me. Okay.
Yes.
So let's see. Just a minute. Okay, I have her now. She's so sensitive. She's such a princess. She has that queen energy over her, but definitely sensitive princess. I must have said this before.
Yes.
Okay.
Both times she's been a sensitive princess.
Well, lucky number 3. Okay. Asking her if she want to communicate with me, and she says, yes, of course. Okay, that's good. So now to your questions. You have sent me 9 questions. Question number 1. How is she? What does she want to do in the life? We can't afford breeding more right now. Okay. I want to be connected with you, says. I want you to understand me better, and don't be so afraid. Don't be too, I'm sorry, with all respect, don't be too oversensitive. Don't be too worried. It frustrates me if you are worried, because it says.
Yeah.
Start. Okay. Are you okay, honey?
Of course. I am.
Good. Then you'll ask her question number 2. Can you, Dalia, get sound and be a dressage horse again? How can we do it? For me to answer that question, I need to feel what she's feeling in her body, and know that I'm not the veterinarian. Okay.
Of course. Yes.
A minute. So the first thing she shows me is like having flies in the head. It's like I get so frustrated, and I get so, there's this buzzing sound in her head. It feels like I'm getting a total, oh shit. I'm sorry, okay. I'm so confused right now when I feel her. She's trying to imagine if you had a concussion. Okay. It feels like a concussion, or like the biggest headache ever. And every single noise, every single sound is so frustrating. Is that her?
Yes.
Oh, hey.
She's happy now.
Oh, she's so cute. Okay. And that's the neck problem. Okay. ask her what happened. I can't recall if I said this before, and I'm so sorry because I see so many horses every day. I'm so sorry.
I understand.
So she says three things happened. So the first thing was that she banged her head in iron thing, you know, the roof, something. Have you noticed that she like wham took that head?
Yeah.
Okay, that's the first.
Yeah, she's done that with me also here at my stable.
Okay, so you know that she has the tendency of
Yes.
like that. Okay.
Yes.
Whenever horses are doing that, some horses can get a concussion, you know. And it's difficult because no veterinarian are looking into that, you know. And we have like 12 cranial nerves, and if just one of them or more tense, it has the eyesight, the smelling senses, the taste buds, everything. So what happens around the head is a very, very important thing for the rest of the body to be well functioned. Okay.
Yeah.
That's the first thing she's telling me. Then me that she has a locked. Let me see here. That's not the, you know, in we would say 𝐰𝐢𝐿. That's called the safe.
Yes.
But she had repeatedly a locked lower back problem. Do you know that as well?
Yeah, you mentioned it the first time, so we checked that up, but couldn't find any good reason for it. So that was why I was thinking up to the neck again.
Oh yeah, but you know what, honey? When you have a locked neck, you have a locked sacrum almost every time. So maybe you need to ask another vet or whoever helping you, because it doesn't make sense. I'm getting it again, and I can't even remember that I got it before. Okay, and then she says, well, sometimes when I lay down, I do it a little bit too. I don't know if it's been with you that you crashed with her or that she just was on the floor lying down. But she says sometimes I do it a little bit too massive. So when I'm on my left side, it feels like she's sore. She's very sore on her left side. So whenever you are putting the yield legs help on her left side, it frustrates her too. Can you recognize that on her left side?
I haven't ridden her for 2.5 years, so I can't. Everything was a frustration, almost everything when I ridden her. She was quite nice as long as we went straight forward, but every time we tried to do anything leg heel or lateral work, it didn't work. So yes, I can remember that part.
Okay, so one thing I'll ask you to check up on, and I'm super sorry that this is going to be funny.
Of course. That's the life with horses.
It's the most expensive, you know what? Don't do it. It's the most expensive, right? But it's the most giving hobby. I'll ask you to do the X-ray on her lower back and for kissing spines.
Yes.
I'm not telling you that she has kissing spine, but I feel this cramp and this in the lower back, which reminds me a little bit of whenever I see kissing spine problems.
Yeah, that's been my intuition all the time.
Oh.
Or not all the time, because then we would have X-rayed her, but we have talked with several vets, I think 5, 6 different, and no one had recommended taking X-rays. They just walk a lot. But we have been discussing it. We have tried different other things. But yeah, I think the only thing is to take the X-rays.
But you know what? I don't sense that this is enough to put her down. You know, see so many horses that's been riding horses, and sound horses, you know, healthy horses, but they can
Yes.
get in like 5 times a week. But that's not interest either, is it?
Yeah.
So no, I wouldn't put her down. But again, it's not up to me. If she's huge pain, that's different. But she's not in pain. She's in pain. There's no pattern in her pain. There's no pattern, you know, because it depends. She has 3 things, like she said, that's annoying her. The first thing, concussion in her head. Whenever she feels this, she feels irritated in the mouth, and this is one of the questions I think you have.
Yes.
Because the neck problem is the concussion problem. And the
Okay.
part is the whole rib thing, but that's not the biggest issue. And then we have the maybe kissing spine thing in the lower. So it's 3 different things with 3 different behavioral patterns.
Yes.
You know? So whenever you, if, for example, if her back is okay and you're sitting on her and she's like in the neck, it has nothing to do with the lower back. It is something to do with the concussion.
Yeah.
Does it make sense?
Absolutely.
Okay, just, you know, to divide it in what is what. Okay. So question number 3, you often get very stressed in your mouth and chewing, bend or do lateral work. Does it still hurt, or are you afraid it will hurt again? Just a minute. She says, imagine, would you call it an elastic? You know, like, yeah, okay. Imagine that my top line is elastical or like elastic, and it is super tense. You know, it's tense. Whenever you have to bend me or do lateral work, it's hurting me in my lower back. Even though it releases my neck, it releases my, you know, all the part on her here, and this feels nice. It's a constant problem with the lower back. So it's a conflict with her, you know, whenever you're doing it. So I wouldn't over bend her, and I know you don't do that, you know, but just until you can feel and then, you know, let go again.
Yeah, that's just the slightest bend. It's like this much and she's stuck.
Yeah, right.
So it's I can just hold her in her halter and just slightly asking, and just start this directly at once.
Right.
So,
about the whole concussion thing, about the mouth, there are 2 things. She says, okay, whenever I have this buzzing sound, you know, feeling in my head constantly, it irritates me and I get frustrated. So the whole, that thing you did, that's the concussion thing.
Okay.
But the whole mouth issue, she says, regardless, whenever she had the dentist or not, she said that she has problems with the tooth in her upper left mouth, and the didn't take it all. So I highly recommend you to take out the dentist again. The only thing, as me being craniosacral therapist, the only thing I've seen as a treatment that are able to help her is craniosacral therapy or osteopathy. That's, and it reminds a lot of each other. Maybe you know it, in Norway, I have this called Beamer vet.
Yeah.
I can highly recommend it again. I've seen many neuro problems with horse Beamer, and it's gonna help them, because it's the only blanket that are able to work on the nervous system. And whenever you're dealing with nerves, and as I said, about 12 cranial nerves, the head, which are dependent on the sight and the hearing and the buds and everything, so many things, and the neck, you can't massage a nerve.
Yeah.
You can't work with her. So please let me know if you want to know more about that product. Okay.
I have a customer who sells them, and I talked to her about maybe renting it, but I told her I wanted to ask you again if you still recommend it for her, because I highly believe that the main problem is in her neck, and was wondering if, since the Beamer doesn't have a real neck sleeve, if that will help just to have it on the back, because I really believe that the neck is the main problem for her. What do you think then?
But you know what? The blanket makes such frequency, so even treatment standing by the blanket. So believe me, it will reach the neck. But of course, we work with concussions. You know, it's difficult. No veterinarian will look at concussion, but the vet would look at the kissing spine thing. If I might say our theory are true. I'm just confirming whatever you are sensing yourself, okay? And let me repeat, I don't see anything that will, you know, put her down, you know.
Yes.
I can't recommend putting her down, honey, because I see this all the time. But, you know, the big Grand Prix star training 5 times a week, no, I wouldn't recommend that. But, you know, doing dressage like 3 times a week, yes. That she do, okay?
But what do she think? Does she believe she can be ridden or worked easily?
She says, I can do anything.
Yeah, but how is her body right now? Is she able to do it now, or?
No, not the lower back, isn't. She says that if I don't have the problem in the front, the head, I have it in the back. So you could see me do like a circle, like 360 in a second, and then you fall off. So I can't recommend you do it. It would be too dangerous for you sitting on her right now. Okay. Yep. So are you ready to move forward to question number 4?
Yes.
Okay. So why do you most of the time run away when I come to make us do? Sometimes you stand and let me. Most time you run away. And this is or
most of the time when I come to just say hello or anything, she runs away. But a couple of times the last month, she's actually coming to the gate, to the port, and want to join me. And every evening she wants to go inside, but if I come during the day and she wants to stay out, she doesn't want to follow me, or yeah, I don't know exactly why, but she ran away. Okay. In the day, not in the evening.
Okay, there's 2 things in it. First and foremost, she says, well, I am such an intelligent girl. I need to get my impulses during the day. So it's very important for me to take all in while I can. Remember, I cannot be ridden. I cannot exercise like my fellow friends. That's the other horses. So I'm trying to take everything in while I can. That's one thing. Secondly, she says, well, and I'm sorry, can I be honest?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, I will not hurt you. Okay, I'll give you a big before I say this, and this is Dalia. This is not for me, okay?
Yeah.
Here goes. She says, I don't want your worries. I don't want the negative thoughts. I can't take it in. I'm very sensitive. I'm very feminine. I'm very silky, smooth, kind of. I'm a silky horse. I'm a crystal horse. Whenever you come with your worries and your stress, I don't want it, and I will reject you.
Yeah, and I understand that. I think she's an evening horse. She can work in the evening, but please let me stay alone during the day. And I know, because I've tried for 4 years, and it's more like, okay, if I can catch her today, will she be lame, or will she work, or can I even catch her? So I know that some days, more often than not, I have this feeling, oh, will it work today or not? And I don't know. That's not a good thing for her.
But no, it's not. And I think I think it's very important that you are interesting enough, you know, because coming out with all these worries to the fold, that's just not so interesting to be with, right? But
Yes.
Megan, you now, I know that you have your experiences from the past. I know, I totally understand, but you are repeating the every day, and
I
this is
can't get out of it.
right. So from today, as of today, you know, we are done with this live. You know, we are making a new now together.
Yeah.
Saying, hey, I'm a princess too, and you know, just look at you. Don't even imagine I want to do something with you, but I just want to look at you. I just want, wow, you're so gorgeous. And she'll come. I know.
Yeah.
Does it make sense?
Yes.
Okay, good. It's so funny because we could learn so much from our animals, from horses, because they only have the now. You know, we as human beings have a tendency of saying, once a bad experience, the next one has to be just as bad, right?
Yeah.
Instead of, you know, twist it around, saying maybe it could be better.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you ready for the next question you've sent?
Yes.
Okay, so that must be number 5. You often stay looking in the corner outside of the arena when I'm training the other horses. You look longing. Do you miss being ridden? Do you want to be ridden now? Are you sound enough? Okay. I ask her just a minute. Yes, I am jealous because I am better. I'm more, wow. Okay. She's self-confident, huh?
Yeah, she is.
I'm better. I'm more beautiful. I don't, you know what? Have you a gelding? Are you riding a gelding?
Yes, my fjord horse is a gelding.
Oh, because she looks like shit.
Sorry, Almar.
Sorry.
Oh,
Please give the other a kiss. But
she's over there.
sorry. You look beautiful. You look beautiful. Well, she says he looks hilarious. You know, he looks like whack. She says, looking down on the ground, you know, you would love a horse to go low and deep.
Yeah.
She says, he's doing it all the time. Like, Okay, tell us, all right. Holy crap. Okay, be nice.
Right now, I can hear my parents laughing at the other side of the farm.
Oh, I hope you're online. So, do you miss being written? Oh, yes, she does. Oh, yes. And she needs the connection. And I'm telling her now, because one thing is, my job is to listen to whatever they have to say, but my job is also telling them sometimes, you know, something logical. And right now I'm telling her, okay, you want the connect, then connect. You know, it doesn't make any sense if you're, you know, not connect with your sister whenever she comes to the fold, okay? And she says, okay, I get that, but she says, are you getting that with the worry things? Okay, and I'm telling her, yeah, she's getting it. Good. She's very like, good. Next.
Yeah.
Consequent girl. Okay, and is she able to do it? I would definitely recommend you to check up on if she suffers from kissing spines.
Yes, we will. And please let her know that. But then she has to go to the trailer.
Okay, that's annoying. She asked me if you go to the hangar or the trailer, if you promise her to get her back again.
Of course, in living life.
Okay, so please, whenever loading her onto the trailer, tell her, I promise you that I will get you back home again. Okay. Because she's worried to get away from the farm and to get away from you. And I'm asking her, why are you afraid of that? And she says, because nobody told me when I was being moved around. So this is something prior to you. Okay.
Yeah.
Such a cool advice giving all riders. Just tell them, whenever you have loading problems, tell them where to go, So we'll move on to question number 6.
Yes.
And that when we stood beside the mountain block the other day, and perfectly still, were that a sound of you telling me you are okay and sound enough to being ridden? What's the mountain block?
That's the steps you go onto before you sit up on the horse. It's like a 𝐾𝐥𝐿, a stool.
Yeah. It was, okay, this touches. She says, it was a sign from me to you to never, ever be afraid of me again. It was a sign from me to you that I love you. It was a sign from me to you telling you that I trust you and I put my life in your hands. And I know that you will always make the right decisions for the both of us. But don't be so afraid, sister.
Yeah, but that's my feeling too. It's been so emotional that day. But yeah, I was really afraid.
Of course you were, yeah. But it's like, could you imagine getting an ice pick in the shoulder, ice pick in the lower back?
No.
Like, we would do like that, right?
Yeah, and that was what happened 2.5 years ago. So it's been really hard for me to. I'm not afraid to ride, but I'm afraid to sit up on the horse, just putting my leg over the back, because that was when she exploded. It was so emotional because everything felt like it was me and her again, and it feels stupid to cry, but it was so emotional those minutes we stand there.
Because you connected again.
So, yeah, so I'm so happy she told you that, or she told me this through you.
Yeah, she said, I told you too. It's just because
Yeah, she did.
Confirming what I told you, because you knew that was what she told you. She said,
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
Good. Okay. Number 7, how can I help you get the best out of life? I'm not sure how to just look at you standing in the paddock. I'm just a minute. Yeah, but she says, don't, again, repeating it, honey. She says,
don't stress.
Afraid, don't stress about it, because I am going to be a dressage horse. I'm not gonna think it's fine to be standing in the paddock doing nothing. That's not me. I'm too much of a princess for that. Then you should rather put me down. Actually, she's saying that. But she says, I don't suffer from something that can't be fixed. And that's, treatments for the rest of her life, once a month. But again, as I usually say whenever I have with sport horses, I don't know any athlete, human athlete that don't get a massage or a physiotherapist or, okay, so I have an ambassador called Bailey on track, and she thinks to be part of the live telepathy session, and yeah, it is. And
thanks for watching.
Yeah, thank you for watching, and thank you for letting it out, live. This is huge. Okay, so was this answering your question number 7?
Yeah, this is maybe if you have time, but it's a follow-up question, because a couple of years ago, I just have to think, it was the fall and winter 2019. She got treatments, 𝐾𝐤𝐈, and I don't remember the other, but it was a very, very nice lady here every 3.5 weeks. And we got her working. She was moving nice and even. And then we tried to make the intervals for 5 or 6 weeks, not every 3.5, because it was really expensive. And on the 4th week, she stiffened, and on the 5th week, the lady came, and 2 days after, her neck was so swollen. And after that, she was lame again. So, does she remember this and can say anything about this?
No, she's not telling about the treatments and the 36 weeks, and but she says it's frustrating to me that you never nailed it. It's frustrating to me that you don't. I'm telling her, of course you nail it, because you never asked her, but we are asking you now. Okay, so I love telepathy, because how many riders are thinking, or what my horse is thinking, I'm like, just ask them. Again, she's repeating, Dalia, it's 3 different things, and this is the reason why you never nailed it. The concussion is one problem, the side of my thorax is the second problem, and 3, that's the maybe kissing spine problem in the lower back. And she says it's combined. Whenever I have this concussion in my head and I feel this huge pressure, and I get swollen in my neck as well, you can actually see the inflammation in there, because there's no flow in the body, and it can flow over the top line to a lower back, because then she got locked down there as well. So I have all this energy, I have all these tensions, and I don't know what to do with it, and then I get frustrated.
That's what my normal veterinarian says too. So.
Oh, okay.
Exactly the same. The energy doesn't flow.
Exactly. So it's like I'm locked both ways. And again, I have to tell you about. I can recommend you the Beamer, and if you know a Beamer girl, boy in Norway, go ahead and do it. If you want to be connected with me, and I will be one help, then do it through me. I don't care.
We won't help.
Just help her, and I know that people that are looking up Beamer are like, oh, it's very expensive. I'm like, yeah, but you know what? An X-ray is more expensive. Getting psychotherapy every 3rd week, that's more expensive. So have a blanket, remove everything else, and it will take all 3 things I just said. Okay. Because I know we can only be live in an hour, so I have to speed up now. Okay, honey.
Yes.
Your friend 𝐰𝐢𝐭𝐡. Pregnant. How do 𝐰𝐢𝐭𝐡? That's what, another mare at the.
That's small Shetland pony. She's having as a friend here.
That's so cute. Okay. I don't think she's pregnant right now, but she's telling me that 𝐰𝐢𝐭𝐡 will become a good mom, and 𝐰𝐢𝐭𝐡 she needs the job to be a mother. She needs something in her life, so it would be a very, very good idea to have a foal on her. Or she's pregnant now in the now.
If she's pregnant now, she will have a baby next month, but we haven't been totally sure on her.
No. But you know what? I kind of feel like I really want to get pregnant, so I get all the symptoms, like like fake pregnant. It's more like that. Because she's Dalia is telling me with 𝐰𝐢𝐭𝐡 that she's not so clever like me, not as clever as me. She's such a bitch. Okay, sorry, but she's like scolding everybody else in her past. But she says, well, she's not as clever as me. I would never be fake pregnant. I would never be a wannabe. And 𝐰𝐢𝐭𝐡's like a dog. She's like, laugh.
I'm sorry. But she is small, so she could walk under Dalia's belly. So yes, she's a dog.
And she's a dog. She's a wannabe dog.
Yeah. Sorry,
Okay,
𝐰𝐢𝐭𝐡.
that's hilarious. Are you ready for the last one?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, we have actually already answered it because you are asking her what happened to your neck, swollen over the first 13 always been. Is that way? Is that why you're not sound? Haven't been possible to ride. We love you so much. It hurts, but nothing feels right. Well, that's two different things. Sissel, I hope that you know that I have answered. She has answered
Yes.
this more than
Yeah.
one, okay. You love her so much, and this hurts, but nothing feels right. Just a minute. She says, I'm her voice now. I love you too, sister. You need to calm down and take a breath. I know that you can't reach your goals. I know that you need me for your free time and your freedom, and you can't put that responsibility on my shoulders. You need to find your freedom and your happiness not somewhere else, but elsewhere too. More like you need to spread it out. And the other two horses aren't intelligent enough, so you are so you are able to get the same connection with the other two. She says, "Wow, yeah."
I'm not. What's it called? I'm not
Right?
totally agreeing in that. But okay.
And then you're saying nothing feels right, and she says, "Well, just a minute. You are, and everybody who are watching this, everybody who have old, lame, sick horses, this is what we have because, you know, a living animal, okay? But when you repeatedly have sick animals, Dalia says, then I'll take you on a different journey. I'll take you on a journey where you need to know that your energy have such a huge impact on my nervous system. If you not, if you want me to get well, you need to get well. You need to eat well. You need to breathe properly. You know, you need to be healthier too.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm not saying that you're unhealthy.
Yeah, but I'm actually working on that right at the moment. I started a couple of months ago, so I follow.
Okay, great. Okay, I love that you know this because this is very honest thing to say, but it's like if I go, you go, you know.
Yes.
So if you want, you are putting all this seriosity on me. Why don't you take half of it and be as serious about yourself, you know?
Yes.
And then, you know, goes the weight from my shoulder, you know.
Yeah.
It's easier being me if you don't put it on me.
Yeah. The same when you ride, you have to give before getting.
Right. It's 50-50, right? To be companion, to be connected.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have, and one for the equipment. Are you stressed in the mouth and chewing when work, sign of inner outside traumas or stress? No, that's the neck problem.
Yes.
Check on her teeth on the left side. What kind of bit pressure do you like? Bars, tongue, evenly over taste or no taste? Taste a bit?
Yeah. You have the bit with the sweet iron who is supposed to taste sweeter to get the horse to seek the connection better, and also to make them less stressed because then they have to swallow the saliva.
Okay, she says if you can find a two, what do you say, part bit?
Single jointed, yeah.
Jointed bit. It will be more calm in the mouth, and if more find a thin, soft, tasty one, she says, it will be better because if it's too hard, or if, for example, in Danish you would say stangbid.
Yeah, uleddet, straight bit.
straight bit. She said it would lock my neck. I would be like, I try and put my tongue over the bit. And that's because she suffers from the neck thing. So single bit, you said?
Single jointed is todelt, and double jointed is the 3 parts.
Okay. Do you feel one bridle is better than
bridle?
Bridle. What's a bridle? Sorry.
Trense.
Okay.
Hodelag.
Yeah. Okay. Yes and no, but she says the newer the worse. She needs everything to be as soft as possible, you know, because when you put a new thing on it, it's like, move it. It tickles my ears. Move it. So, you know, I'm not going to take her through all bridles which you have. Yes. I hope that this answers your question.
Yeah. Soft.
Okay. A soft one. So this is the 3rd time I've helped you with a telepathy. Yeah. What do you think of this one?
It's really nice to be able to ask you follow-ups straight away, because like the one with concussion, I've had a severe concussion a couple of times myself, and I know that it could take a really long time, but seriously 4 years? I really know, because I was suffering for 1.5 years myself a couple of years ago, but seriously, how can I help her? It's really nice to be possible to ask the follow-up, because I really have to talk to you or to the veterinarian about this concussion.
Be able to help you with the concussion.
Yes, and of course it's what can I say? Sometimes embarrassing to start crying over for so many people so little, but also when you have the feel with the horse, and it gives a lot of feelings and emotions, and they come out. So of course it's could feel embarrassing to start crying on live sending, but still I think the ones who have felt it themselves can recognize in others too.
You know what? It's embarrassing that you cried on an Instagram live. I think it's honest, and I think it's real. And I would also say that I feel that she's your hope, dreams, she's your love, she's everything. It sounds like a bad song of something, but I feel it. I sensing it. So whenever this is not working, then it falls apart. Because if this one thing can't work, then what will work? You know, so it's like everything that is going to crash in your life. And I think it's very not comic, that's not funny, ironic, that with all this love, all this energy, this is attention too, that's not being released, you know. My other ambassador, Gula, is saying, we all know this, Sissel, you know. And she's crying too. Okay.
Thank you for the feedback.
So whenever you have all this frustration and this, or all this love, all this eager, you know, this is energy too, and this is energy too. You know, the horse, you know, to release it, release it, you know.
And I'm also really, really looking forward to when you're going to talk with my 2 other boys, because Rafiki and Almar is definitely not agreeing to Dalia's Dalia's thinking about them. But so I'm really, really looking forward to when you have time to speak to them too.
Oh, we'll just do another live, or I will do a picture telepathy. But I think this live makes sense, because we are opening the eyes for people to know that this is a possibility. I'm sitting in a hotel room in the biggest city in Denmark called Aarhus. Where are you in Norway?
Fredrikstad, It's 1 hour south of Oslo.
Yeah, and I'm looking at a picture that's just, and Love Miss Mabel says brought tears to her eyes as well. So this is not embarrassing. This is just
Yeah.
giving.
Yeah. And the boys will be so much more humor. Dalia can give humor too, but the boys are like, hello, I love you. Are you talking with me? Hello. So she's more the sensitive, smart, intelligent, loving horse, and the boys is just loving, humorous. Yeah.
Okay, let's do them next.
Yes, I think so.
Before we are being cut off, I'd like to thank you for the collaboration we have, and that you're a client of mine, you're a friend of mine, and I love to help you. Okay.
Thank you so much, Ditte. This have been. I had so much emotion, but I'm so grateful too because it means so super much for me.
Yeah, yeah. And people are saying it is so interesting and this is so strong. And I'll put this on my IGTV.
Yes, please.
Hopefully download it and put it on my YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Send it to you on WhatsApp or whatever.
Sounds great. Have the best evening. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.